Hey everybody, welcome back to another issue of Dave's Garage 249. This issue we're finishing up the 57 Chevy Spirit of 57 MPC model kit. Finally going to get that done, and then we're going to look at a few things on the Pro Street Chevelle, but mostly this is about the model kit, and then we're going to look at what's going to be the next project. So please enjoy, please like and subscribe. Thanks for all the subscribers and watchers. Makes it a lot of fun to do these, and I really enjoy it. So have fun, watch the video, and give me some comments. Thank you. So now we can get back on this engine compartment detailing and changing some things around. One of the things that kind of bothers me is that it used to be that these valve cover T-handles were pretty cool. It's kind of nice, you don't have to use a tool or anything, but it kind of looks busy in the engine compartment with those in there. So what I think I'm going to do is change those to 12 points. So to do that, first thing you need to do is find out just how long those screws are going to be into these aluminum heads. So we don't want them too short that we only get a couple threads bite and we pull the aluminum threads, and we don't want them too long that they bottom out and we have to stack washers. So first thing I'm going to do is measure. So using my dial calipers as kind of a depth gauge, go down in there and find out just how deep this is. Looks like the hole is probably just around an inch deep, so it won't be as deep as this shows because you got the point of the drill in there. So looks like probably a 3/4 inch long 12 point quarter 20 will work. So here's the setup that was in there before. They put a screwdriver slot in there, and there was only about 5 threads into the cylinder head when I took this out. So I think we're going to be okay with 3/4 inch long bolts. So let's think about the decals that I want to put on this 57 Chevy Gasser. I kind of think simple is better, and there's an opportunity here on the trunk to put something on there kind of cool. I remember one of our high school heroes had a 57 Chevy, had a magpie on the side right in that area there, which we always thought was kind of cool, and it was simple and it looked cool. So I'm going to go dig through the decal, spare decals, and see if I got anything neat. I don't know about you, but I kind of keep decal sheets and kind of filed away. See if we got anything that would look kind of cool on this 57 Chevy Gasser. Nothing there. Trucks, funny car kit, trucks. Here's the decal sheet that came with the kit. Maybe a sticker in the window, probably maybe that Hearst decal, or maybe the Holly equipped. Might be okay. Nothing there. Nothing there. Nothing there. Nope, not seeing it. I'll know it when I see it. These are a lot of them are truck kit sheets. There's a dragster kit there. Pennzoil Pro Stock. Got some carbon fiber. More truck. Nope. 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 Not seeing anything I really like. Let me go through this a minute, and if I find something, I'll show it to you. Sometimes the model airplane kits come up with something. I'm thinking the bunny with the wham bam, or just the bunny, the Indian Chiefs, or Gopher Patrol. That looks like it'd be a good fit on the trunk. I think that's going to be the choice right there. Gopher Patrol. Alrighty then. Let's do some clear coat today on this 57 Chevy Gasser kit. So let's look it over here. The only decal I'm going to put on. Here's the thing. These decals are just way out of scale. They're more like 120 scale or something. If you look here at the moon eyes, you put that on the car anywhere, it's going to be huge. It'd be like a 10-inch decal, and it's they're unusable, junk. Maybe that's spirit of 57 if you're doing it in maybe white or red or something. I don't know. Anyways, unusable. So let's get this thing prepped. It's been fingerprinted pretty good from the masking and everything, so the first thing I'm going to do is clean it up with some prep salt. Okay, so I'm going to use this product, Duplicolor Grease, Wax, and Wax Remover, just in case any of my fingerprints or anything, just a light wipe off. Paper towel's fine. I'm going to tack it after I get done. Tack it and we'll get any paper towel fiber off. So that's that step. Okay, next up is doing a tacking. We will tack. It's tacky. Not a lot of pressure, otherwise you could transfer some of that beeswax onto the surface. So just go around and hopefully stick any fibers. And this is the sacrificial paint can that the paint body's on, like that. So we'll stick it over into the paint booth and turn that on so we keep the dust off, and I'm going to heat the can up and I'll show you what I'm going to use for product. This time being I used base color was Tamaya. I'm going to use Tamaya's own clear coat, and if I have a problem with this I'm going to scream. But I noticed that a lot of people are having problems with Y2K, and some of it is the old rule, you can't put enamel over lacquer, put a lacquer over about anything. I don't know. Hard to tell what these cans are based on anymore. They don't really say a lot about what they are, so it's kind of a guessing game anymore. But I've always had really good luck with Krylon paints as far as rattle can paint jobs on model cars. Some of them if I got conditions right, don't even need the clear coat. They come out skin tight. Always nice if you can get them out in the sunshine directly afterwards. After they get a little bit hard enough where a fly can't land in it and mess it up too awful bad. You get it set out in the sunlight for an afternoon, and holy cow, that stuff will get so skin tight and shine. It's incredible. So that's what we're going to do, heat this can up and shoot the body. Medium heat, and pay attention to it. Don't walk away or don't use the bathroom or go do something else and forget about it. Could have quite a mess on your hands if you do that. Other people will put the can in hot water on the stove, boiling hot. That will make your wife really nervous and give her some anxiety, and she'll be taking Xanax all afternoon. Maybe that's not a bad idea. Anyways, get that warmed up. So we got the can about warm enough to where that it's almost too warm to the touch, but it's holdable. And I'm going to start with just a light cat coat. We'll let that set up and see what happens. looking okay to me. After a couple minutes here, it's already a little bit dry to the touch, so we're just going to put another light coat on. And we'll let that set for a while and see what happens. I'm feeling successful. It's looking pretty good. I don't see any lifting or crawling. Got to bear in mind that this is a second paint job, so there's some flaws that are left over from before. We're starting to see kind of a depth of shine. I think we'll put another coat on. I've got the can still warm. And I'm telling you, I really believe in keeping the spray can at a good 20 degrees above the room temperature, and keeps the pressure up and keeps atomization out there pretty good. Now you might get tempted to start piling it on, and I've had luck with doing that with like Krylon. But what will happen is that you'll get runs and sags, and also there'll be enough solvent in it where it could possibly penetrate and lift the paints. So we'll just take it easy and build it up in light coats. Let that set for another few minutes and then do another coat. Okay, it's been almost 10 minutes. This stuff is pretty fast drying, so let's get another coat on and then we'll evaluate it from there. This coat might be a little bit heavier. Sometimes I use a whole can of paint on one of these things. Get you into a closer view of what's going on here. You can see we're getting a nice shiny sheen to it, some depth, and it's buried that decal pretty good. Not lifting the silver, which was the Krylon paint, so it must be somewhat compatible. So I'm going to stop there for now and just let things gas off, and then we're going to do the front end. In the meantime, I don't know if you guys want to know anything about carburetors. Here's I got this off of a pretty clapped out 70 Chevelle big block car that it was just a nightmare car. Eric Ehrman over at E&R Restorations bought the car to flip, and it had this carb on it, and everything on the car was, they actually had a gas, the gas line was a garden hose from the trunk to the mechanical fuel pump. It was actually garden hose. Amazing. Anyways, I had a 750 double pumper that I had reconditioned, so we threw that on there to get the motor running, and I took this 1150 Dominator and rebuilt it, and it needed a lot of help. So this carburetor will be for sale. I'm thinking $450, and it is dialed in and should work pretty well for somebody. You know, anybody that's interested in something like that. This is a really old carburetor, so if you want early list number, it's a list 9375. Check it out. I rebuild carbs on the side, so I do probably 4 or 5 a month. On the Pro Street Chevelle project, I'm eliminating these T-nuts, T-bolt things that hold the rocker covers on in favor of some 12-point fasteners, and I got these from Specialty Fasteners. I am not getting compensated for this at all. It's they were very quick turnaround time, and they had the best price that I found on the internet. These are ARP, and ARP wanted like $44. I got these from these guys for about 2/3 of that. So that's the plan there. These things here, they had their day. They're handy. You can get your fingers on them, and I do have solid roller cam lifters and rockers, so we do adjust them frequently, so it's handy to get them off by just taking these off, but it just really kind of complicates the look of the engine compartment. So not in the plan, so I'm going to change to these 12 points. They'll fit right down in the reliefs that are cut in the rocker covers. So that's what I'm doing. So now that the coating has somewhat cured and I can get it away from the paint booth, nothing's going to fall into it and stick. Here's the end results. It's got a pretty deep luster to it. Polishing wise, somebody asked me on Facebook, one of the groups in Facebook, what do I do to polish? Well, typically I don't really polish. If you get a good glossy coat on like this, sometimes polishing will dull the finish, and it's hard to work. It just depends. Now, if I was contest modeling or something, maybe I would have to work at polishing, but this turned out excellent. I'm really happy with it. The Tamiya clear coat clearly worked very well. I built it up in 4 or 5 coats. The last couple coats were heavier. I would say maybe medium or heavier, but I just made sure that they were wet looking when I put them on. So we'll start final assembly and detailing, Molotov pen, details and things, and get this thing wrapped up. So the next segment, I'll show you how it looks pretty much all put together. Okay, so here we are. This is, I'm going to call it complete. There's a few touch-ups and a few details, but I get anxious. I think everybody encounters that. This is the MPC 125th scale Spirit of 57. This is kind of my rendition. It's been stripped and repainted one time, so the paint job still needs a little bit of help, but it came out pretty good. I think 4 or 5 coats of Tamiya clear. Did not sand it. Somebody said, what do you do to polish? Depends. If the finish is fairly good, and I'm not really contest building and it looks good and shiny, I won't do much to it. Maybe a little bit of polish is what I'll do. I don't think I really need to go there. It's got pretty good depth. This is a resin engine. Now the only thing is, my wife was quick to point out is that the engine, it wound up, it is tipped a little bit. It's centered up good, but it's just tipped a little bit. So that's something that I could correct later. I don't know. I'm not going to get too worried about it. So the fit on the foot front end is really, really good. Did not have to mess around with it, making too much adjustments. I think the misalignment in the spear is more or less from my masking. Maybe I should have just taped the whole thing together and then masked it all as one so that'd line up good. But all in all, I'm really happy with it. So I wanted to show you these decals here. This is something that a lot of guys do in their gassers and stuff from the back in the day when they attend a national event. They keep stacking up the stickers from the national event in the window. So I found a decal that was kind of like that. Placed it in there, and an old school mean Woody Woodpecker guy. I don't know. It's kind of Kind of tripped my trigger. So let's look at what's going to be next. I think I made a decision. This is going to be the next one that I'm going to build. I've been looking forward to this. I kind of like one of these cars is one of these Plymouths is kind of a bucket list car. I always really loved the looks of them in super stock with a Hemi or a 440. And I've had a couple chances to buy them, but it just hasn't worked out. So that will be the next kit. Here's the box. Headers are going to be, looks like they're going to be really nice, a lot of fun. I don't think I'm going to need to order any resin parts for this. I think I can build it as is, and maybe we'll just make it completely box stock, exactly what the car is. So with that, we'll move on to the next thing. So hope you enjoy that part of the video. Thanks.